Hello, my name's Jason and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah. And we're using the Artisan water mixable oils. Out of focus, in focus. And I've got the face cam going again so you can see me as I paint. And let's have a look at the colours that I picked out. I've gone for only a few. I've got my French Ultramarine Blue, permanent Alizarin Crimson and Viridian Green, and then my black and white, and that's all I'm going to use today, because we're going to have a go at doing some Auroras. Auroras. Yeah, I've done an episode before using the equipment I used to use then, so I thought, why not do another one? I mean, you can still do it in that fashion though, it works perfect. And I thought I could do it using these paints as well, using the same basic technique really. And because it is, that technique, the wet and wet technique is the same. There's not a lot of difference. I'm putting my little blobs of colour on the palette. Don't they look pathetic? I'm a little bit stingy. I've become stingy with paint over the time that I've painted. And the reason is, I don't want to throw any away. I know people will say, oh, but you can put it in boxes and put it in the freezer and etc, etc. And I did do that for a while, but when I'd come to get it out, it was annoying, so I decided to do it this way. But anyway, we all have our methods. Methods of madness. Let's have a look at what we've got going here. What we've got is a canvas board. Let's move that. And I painted it black. Using some black gesso. And now I can use my brush. Or do I use one of those brushes? Might use one of these bigger brushes that I got. These are the De La Rowney graduate brush. I quite like them actually. So we're going to be covering quite a big area. I'm just dipping my brush into a tiny bit of water, only a tiny bit, and let's get some of this Viridian Green. I've got my headphones on so I can hear myself speaking, which is entertaining for me. Because then I start entertaining myself. It's a weird thing hearing yourself in the headphones while you're painting, while seeing yourself, because on the camera at the top you can see the screen as well, which is pretty weird. Seeing myself painting. So I'm just going to scrub a bit of colour in, get a touch of water to make it move a bit better. You can do that with these. I know if you're doing oil painting, traditional oil painting, you wouldn't use any water, and you wouldn't. My camera's attached to the easel that I'm using, so it's wobbling a bit. I didn't think of that. I might have to come up with a better setup. Maybe I'll just pull the canvas down slightly. Oh, there's actually a hair stuck in it. Oh well, we'll just have a wobbly face cam for a minute. Let's get that hair out. Some light green. putting it on quite thinly and spreading it out, because this is a new brush. It's little hairs, the loose hairs are dropping out of it. That should be alright now. Let's get a bit more green. I'm using green because I was looking at a lot of pictures of the auroras, the northern lights, and I saw this really good one that was a green, and it had a bit of red in it as well. So I'm going to throw in a bit of crimson here. Crimson there. I'm going to get a little bit of this blue as well. A little bit of the ultramarine blue. So this all going on, and it all doesn't really, you can't really see a lot. It's just all darkness. But when you start putting the white on, if you've seen my other video, then you'll know what I mean. So if you're using the Bob Ross equipment, the liquid clear helps to put your paint on. I chose to use my Artisan Oils just so I don't use anything other than water. That's the only reason I use them. Just so I don't have to use any chemicals. Keep the studio clear of chemicals. That's it. But if you've got like a space where you can open a window, it doesn't matter as much, does it? I'm going to get a little bit more of this blue. I'm going to get a bit of this black in it. Blue, black and green, doesn't really matter. I'm going to put some of this in the base. Because I want the, I'm going to put some snow down here. And we can, we'll put some more on once we've got there actually. I just wanted to put a bit on to get me ready. So get a little bit of water. Just so, with these paints you use the water to thin them, so then you can move them a bit easier. With a more traditional oil you can use a medium. You can even use mediums with these actually. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's have some fun. Let's put some white on there. Might use this other brush. Another one of the big brushes. Right, let's see if this works. Let's get a little bit of white on. I'm quite stingy with the paint to start with, just in case it goes wrong. So I've not tested this yet. I've not had a go. I just thought, you know, it's going to work. Surely. If not, then this will be a secret video and it'll never get released on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, a good time for me to say thanks for watching, really. Thanks for watching my videos. I'm always amazed at how many people watch them and enjoy them, and thanks very much. I don't know what to say really. It's just really good that people are learning from my videos. Okay, I'm just touching and pulling up I tried not to put too much paint on my brush. It's just so I can pull it like that, lift it up, and then the white just mixes with the green. Now let's think about this actually. I want it to sort of go whoop and then sort of disappear around this area, like that. We've got like blues and reds in that area, haven't we? So I'm just pulling straight up. Let's get a bit more white. Not too much though. You want enough, just enough. You just want enough. How's that looking? Yeah, that's looking alright. Might get a bit of green in with my bit of red as well. I wasn't expecting that. I wanted a bit of colour. Should have pulled all the hairs out of these. So what are we doing? We want to sparkle these a bit. Sort of like this. Yeah, and then I'll get my soft brush. And I'm just going to go all the way over it. Okay. Let's have a look. Just put a little bit of dark area in there. Just want to smooth it off a little bit underneath. Just so I get a better shape. Using a bit of the dark colour. Okay, I'll do. It's a nicer shape now. Sort of a roundedness, because the one that I saw was like that in the picture, and then it sort of went underneath it. I'm going to pick up a bit of green and white. It sort of went under like that. Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to use like two brushes now, one for the dark and one for the light. Just get a bit of dark in there. And then there was, so we've got that bit there, and then there was another one that was sort of went across. I'm going to pick up a bit of blue, just kind of need a bit more of the blue and red. And I'm just flicking up. So the one that went sort of underneath like that. Something like that. I'll soften that as well. Using my soft brush, just going over it really. Now, I want to make that a bit more blue in it. A bit more blue. Soften that again. Yeah. You can play games with this using the dark as well. Using the dark to pull down into it, like this. There's another way of softening it. Okay. Now, kind of want to darken that bit there, just so that pops out a bit more. Just using a bit of black there. Be nice if we could get a bit of that red knocked out. See if we can bring that out a bit with a little. Just picking up a bit of red. See how that looks. Just knock it back a bit using the soft brush. Probably needs to go back even more. Let's get some black over it. Yeah. Then I'll put a little bit of black in there. Yeah, it creates quite a good shape now. But you can get quite a nice effect quite quickly, really. And now what I wanted to do is put a mountain on one side of it. So I'll get some more black. As you know, there's lots of ways to do a mountain. Just going to make a bit of a dark colour. Using a bit of black, a bit of green. I don't want it to be perfectly black, you see. I want it to be off black. If you see any hairs in your colour, when you're sticking out your brush, you just chop them up. Okay, so where do we want this mountain? I kind of want to. I'm going to change my idea because I've not really had a specific idea. I wanted to do the light that I saw in the picture, and then I thought to myself, well, it'd be good to do like a mountain of sorts. Be something like that. Maybe that'll be okay. Maybe there's some over here as well. Maybe we'll do that. There's a bit of a rock area there. And using a little bit of green and white maybe. We can, it's going to be probably too bright, but I want you to be able to see, just wiggling my brush side to side and create a bit of a effect there. And here as well. Just a little bit of an effect. It's still quite dark. Hopefully the camera picks it up. Maybe. Okay, and then maybe there's a bit of snow in amongst here. So yeah, I chucked some of that black on earlier, so this would just vanish a little bit. Really, this is all about the creating that effect in the background. Maybe there's I just feel like I wanted to put some sort of a tree. Do I want it to be a tree? No, I might not. I think this is higher up here. Well, this is just another bit of rock. So yeah, I'm just playing. I'm just messing around, working out what I want. Yeah, it's just another bit of rock. Use a bit of warmth. I feel like I want to use a bit of warmth. Get a bit of that blue. Just sort of play with the colours a bit. Twist my brush. Get some of that black. Using angles. Create the rocks. Maybe there's a bit of snow on there. Okay. Maybe just a little bit of light is hitting, reflecting from the northern lights into the water, into the this snowy area. Maybe on that mountain a bit as well. Maybe on there. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a simple one that you can have a bit of a play with, and you can do some interesting things with it. See, I'm I just sort of look and then I'm like, oh, well, maybe that could be like that. Maybe that should be darker there. Maybe I do want this to be water here. So I can grab a bit of colour and just pull it down like that and go across. Put a bit of this green in it. And then I can get my soft brush and just go across it. Get rid of those hard edges there as well. Out there in the distance. So I'm just going over them with the soft brush. Softening them away. And just to clean the that water edge up, I can go along it with some of the dark. To sell the idea of water. Maybe I'll put a little bit of a dazzler in there. Put a little bits of white and go across. Just sitting back and yeah. Okay, well, I think that'll do. And I am tempted. I'm tempted to bring water across here and just go psh, psh, to make it a bit more interesting. Let's do it. Let's do it. A bit of white and green. And maybe this water is sort of coming out and splashing there. It's still quite dark. I don't want to brighten it up too much. Splashing. Maybe a little rock and then yeah, it's funny as this, isn't it? And then maybe it goes off there. So I'll sit back and have a look. Kind of need to put that water in something now. Now I've done that. I need to create a shore anyway. Otherwise, that water's going to just spill out everywhere. So I need to yeah, something like that. Just to hold that water in, really. Quite a little bit of that dark there. A bit of a rocky area. Kind of feel like this water should be going this way as well, here. Yeah. Okay. I spent a bit longer than I was going to on this one. I just wanted to do a Aurora sky for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a nice, easy one, good one for beginners to do, which is what it's for, really. And hope you enjoyed it. So I'll see you at another episode, and thanks very much for watching this one. Cheers, bye.